This is how do they feel about you. We have 3 piles here today. We have North Node Destiny, Square Challenge, and Saturn Wisdom. So go ahead and pick your pile and we will get started. If you chose pile 1, this is your reading. You guys chose North Node Destiny. Scorpio, the South Node, so that's interesting. We have the North Node and the South Node, and the 3rd house. So you or your person could have Gemini or Scorpio energy in your chart, or you could have significant aspects to your North Node, South Node, or your 3rd house. With the North Node and the South Node being here, it's very much giving like where you came from versus where you're going. So I feel like there is some energy of the past here, right? I feel like there is a rejection. There is a rejection that has taken place. And the 3rd house is perception also. I feel like you are kind of trying to balance yourself out after this rejection, right? I think this rejection, I feel like maybe you rejected this person. I could be wrong. Maybe you received a rejection, but I feel like you're kind of, you know, whoever this person's kind of coming back from a rejection that I think they took rather hard, you know. This feels like a very passionate person, and so I think this rejection really hurt their ego. And I feel like right now there's even like a little bit of resentment towards you because of the rejection, or you know, like whoever was rejected, I feel like there's some resentment towards the other person, and I feel like they're trying to kind of balance themselves out. Because I don't know if they were like expecting this rejection. I think they were kind of so like I think they were so confident and delusional that they were right, or like they were going to get this thing, you know, whatever, that I think the rejection like really like took them out, right? Like I feel like that was really unexpected for them. Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Yeah, like this is like a kind of like a past thing. I feel like you do have memories with this person. I feel like even now this person is like looking back and kind of like, you know, not reminiscing, because I feel like that's it's a word that takes on more positive spirit than I think this person is in. I think this person is kind of looking back with a little bit of like bitterness and resentment. But yeah, I mean, period. I think this person's kind of like looking back now and kind of with like a little bit of resentment, right? Like it's not really nostalgia. Like it is nostalgia, but it's also like, well, they have like this feeling of like resentment and bitterness, you know? And even the chicken in this deck represents the past. So I do feel like there's like this and you, right? I feel like you are, you know, assuming that you did give this rejection, I feel like you are kind of, you know, kind of moving forward. I think this person may have come back around, or maybe they will come back around, maybe they haven't, you know. I feel, but even if this was like a past thing, right? Like you rejected them in the past and now we're, you know, 5-10 years in the future, I think this person is looking back on, you know, the memories, like with this feeling of like bitterness, this feeling of resentment, this feeling of they were so overconfident that they were going to get this thing, and then it was just like a huge blow to their ego. And now everybody, you and this person, are trying to pick up the pieces in your own lives, you know, separately. They're just like, they are giving like a little bit entitled, you know, they're definitely giving a little entitled. They're definitely, like, I think they really, They really thought. And that might be like ludicrous to you, right? It might be a thing where it's like, I don't know why the fuck you thought that. I don't know why you thought that you were going to get this. I don't know what kind of world you are living in, but we are not living in the same world. Like, you know, that may be your energy. But I think this person really, like, they really thought, you know what I mean? Like, they really were so confident. Like, they were so confident. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing. It's no problem. I'm just gonna ask for it. I'm just gonna whatever. They really thought. I don't have anything else to say. The more cards I pull is not adding any more context to what I've already said, so that's why I'm silent. I feel like your energy is very feminine. I don't know if this person's in like a masculine energy. They might be, but I feel like somebody's energy here is very feminine because we have the Mother card, Child Magical, Martyr. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they may have been trying to take advantage of you, take advantage of your kindness. I don't know. I don't know if you feel any type of way about them. It's kind of like, oh, well, okay, sorry you're upset. But I don't know why. I don't know why you thought. I don't know why you thought, you know. That sounds like a you issue. It's not really a me issue. It doesn't really have anything to do with me at all. It's not my business. What is like this person's next action, I guess? Because this is how they feel, but I'm wondering how this is going to translate into action for this person. I don't know if they're gonna do much, honestly. I don't know. I think, you know, if this is a thing where this is someone from your past and you rejected them and, you know, whatever, I think they're going to like move on. You know, I think they're going to move on. I think you're both going to go your separate ways. I think, you know, they're going to, you know, if this was romantic, then like they're going to go off and find somebody else and have a future with them. And, you know, you are going to go off and have your future and whatever. And if this is like, you know, if this is like a parent, you know, because we have the Mother card here, I feel like, you know, they're gonna be fine. Like, I feel like there is like a happy ending for both of you, right? Well, the appropriate ending, you know, that like, I hope you have the day you deserve. That's what this is giving. It's like, you know, you both are going to have the lives you deserve, the lives you manifest separately. I definitely don't see you guys like, you know, connecting necessarily. I think for their near future action, I think, especially if this is like a familial thing, if this is someone that you do see, because we do have the Mother card, Hierophant, Four of Wands, that does indicate some kind of like familial connection. I think if you are, you know, family with this person, I think it's cordial. You know, I think they're gonna do their thing in their room, you're gonna do your thing in your room. You know, I think eventually, you know, you may cross paths. This is if you like are family, right? If you're family, if this is romantic or like a stranger, like whatever, like, you know, like financial, like, I don't know if I see you guys, you may cross paths, but I don't foresee this being a big deal again. I don't foresee you guys really playing a role in each other's stories again. However, like if this is family, you live with this person, that kind of thing, I think kind of similar, you know, I think you guys will interact when you have to. I think it'll be cordial. I think, but you know, ultimately, you know, where you're going, your destiny, I think you will kind of just live your lives separately. I think you will go on and you know, if you're a child, you will grow up and you'll make your own family and move on. And I think, you know, this person, if they're a mother, a parent, whatever, like, you know, sibling, whatever, I think they're going to go on and do their thing. Like, I don't think, I think the action here primarily is cordial. It's cordial. It's interact with you if I have to. And otherwise it's, you know, I'm going to stew. I'm gonna stew and simmer and you know, heal and lick my wounds from this rejection, and then I'm gonna, you know, move on, and we're both gonna just get on with our lives and move forward. What's like advice for you? Yeah, I mean, I think you are a very stable person. I think you're a very patient person. I think you gave this person a rejection, and I think I think it's because you kind of like just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I think your advice is to not really give this person a lot of attention. I think your advice is to, again, only really interact with this person when you have to. I think your advice is to be very focused on your own things. I think, you know, if this person wants to come and like apologize, if it was like a huge blowout, it's like, yeah, you know, I forgive you. You know, there's no hard feelings. It's very cordial. But you know, you're gonna live your life. I'm gonna live mine, and you know, we can interact when we have to, right? This is a working relationship. It's really nothing more than that, and I am grown, mature, and in control of my emotions enough to not take this personally, set a boundary with you, but also play nice with you when I have to. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you chose pile 2, this is your reading. You guys chose a square challenge. 9. I thought that was 6. The 9th house, Taurus, and Moon. So you or your person could have Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius energy in your chart, or you could have significant aspects to your 9th house, your Moon, or you could have a significant square in your chart or your synastry. You know what? I feel like there is some, like a blockage, right? I feel like there is a boulder in your way. And I feel squares represent challenge, right? It's like, you know, an obstacle to overcome, something to learn from. And I think there is some kind of block in your path, right? And I think you are in this place, or this person, or like whatever. I feel like some, you know, whatever is happening, I feel like you are now in a place where you are trusting in, you know, whatever you believe in, whatever higher power, and kind of like backing away from this, you know, like I'm going to release my control just slightly because Taurus, they do have some control issues. I'm going to release my control. I'm going to trust that this is going to be successful. I'm going to take a rest, a break, right? I'm going to not try so hard and see if that works, right? See if that changes anything. Oh, fucking exactly. Exactly. I am going to just have faith. I'm going to just have faith in, you know, myself, the situation, that this will eventually be successful, and that if I just, you know, let go of control, if I let go of my, you know, negative thoughts, my, you know, whatever, all of that, then it will resolve itself. I am letting go. I am releasing control to the universe. And if I release control, then that will in fact allow my destiny to gravitate towards me more naturally, more easily. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Yeah, like if I'm trying so hard to attract a soulmate that it's actually preventing my soulmate from being able to gravitate towards me. So if I just release them, if I release control to, you know, higher power, then they will have an easier time coming to it. Because like if you're tense all the time, right, then in order for you to release, you know, the knot in your muscles, you have to not be so fucking tense, you know? So in order for you to allow this soulmate energy in order for you to allow your destiny in, you have to rest, relax, and trust. And I think that is something that's difficult for you, right? Especially if you're a Taurus, because they do have some, well, it depends on your surrounding energy. I will say that. I'll say that with Taurus energy, Taurus is a fixed energy, which is very stubborn and hard-headed. However, I think there are some Tauruses that are kind of go with the flow and like whatever. But in general, Taurus is a fixed energy. And I think this was an epiphany for you. I think this was something that was like, oh shit, like what I'm doing isn't working. So I obviously have to do nothing instead, right? Being an active, trying to be active in going towards my destiny is actually pushing my destiny farther and farther away from me. So if I don't fucking do anything, then let's see how that works, right? Let's see if that is to my benefit. Let's see if I'm more successful that way. And I do think that this route is a lot more positive for you. I think this is a lot more positive of a solution, a route, whatever. I think you will be a lot more successful this way. Absolutely. Because I think you are actually very close to achieving what it is that you want, right? I feel like you are very close to that. I think you just have to, you know, the more you chase after it, the more it's going to run away from you. So, especially if you're a feminine energy and you're trying to attract a masculine energy, I think if you allow yourself to be chased by this thing, if you kind of sit, rest, and don't do anything, then I think this will come to you naturally, because that is just law. I think you're just like tired of feeling like a victim, you know? Especially like, you know, whatever this issue might be an issue from. We have 2 cards about the body. So I don't know how that's gonna play a role here. But what I was saying before, if escape, I transform the body, I will. Interesting. This is a childhood thing. This is a childhood issue. I think you have always tried to, you know, rectify this issue, this challenge, through one way, through kind of having like a victim mindset, through being very controlling, through being, you know, trying to like be deceitful and like lie your way through it. And I think it's just not working, right? It's not working. It's not allowing this thing to come to you, because this thing is finding a challenge in getting to you, right? Like you're having a challenge getting to this person, and because of that, because you're trying to combat the challenge with control, they aren't able to, you're blocking them off. You're blocking them off from entering. So I think you are like really very, very much in a place where you are kind of accepting that you need to relax your shoulders, babe. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, you know? I don't know if you need advice, because this whole video has kind of been advice. This whole reading has been advice, but we'll get advice. Yeah, I mean, I think kind of like everything that I've been saying already. Like, I think let your guard down, feel abundance, stop crying over spilled milk, you know, because I think this situation is like, you can attract a soulmate, you can attract the destiny, you can, you know, be these things that you want, transform whatever. You can do that. You just have to stop being so bound by it. You have to stop being so, you have to stop allowing it to control you, you know, because this thing is controlling you. This destiny is controlling you, not the other way around. And so when you know, stop crying over spilled milk, stop being in the victim mindset, cut through the bullshit, see this in an intellectual way with the Queen of Swords here, let your guard down, stop being so defensive, and just sit and rest, this will attract itself to you, and you will be very abundant with the Nine of Pentacles. Almost said Nine of Cups, which is kind of a similar energy. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Okay. If you chose pile 3, this is your reading. You guys chose Saturn Wisdom. Moon, which pile 2 also got, the 12th house, and Sagittarius. So you or your person could have Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Capricorn energy in your chart, or you could have significant aspects to your moon, your 12th house, or your Saturn. It feels like an ego death. It feels like a death of a thought process, a mindset that has brought some illumination and perhaps will in the future bring some abundance. Oh. I was gonna say, I don't know if this is about another person, because it kind of wasn't feeling like it was, but now obviously there is in fact at least one other person involved in this. And I was kind of feeling in the beginning that like maybe there was somebody here who wasn't very happy. And then like with the disruption, the death, you know. But we don't have confirmations of that yet, so. Whoa, that like flew out. Clock. Need time, takes time, end time, cycles time to heal progress. Which does actually line up with Saturn's energy, because Saturn's energy is like father time. Like that's an energy that takes a really fucking long time to kind of come back around, right? Your Saturn return is like every 30 years or so. I don't know why I'm feeling irritated. I'm feeling a little irritated. I'm feeling a little bothered. Well, I feel like there was something that happened, right? There was something that happened. In what way something happened, I'm unsure. Not sure yet. Not sure if this was something that involved maybe children or money, or like a mental mindset, because we have the moon and the 12th house here, which does insinuate some kind of like mental thing, emotions. But I do think that there was something that happened, right? Disruption, which brought this situation to a close, like a pretty heavy close. And I think this is something that took a while to really bring to a close, that really brought this situation to a close for you. And I think there are a lot of sweet thoughts, right? I think there are a lot of memories that, you know, that are like with the sweet thoughts here, the children, like this could be a childhood friend, whatever, a childhood like person. I think there are, you know, situations that you look back on and you're like, oh, that was cute. But I think there was something that happened that kind of slammed this book closed. And kind of similar to pile 1, I do feel like there is a hint of bitterness and resentment here. And I do kind of feel like now you are like alone. And with the glove and the abundance, I do feel like maybe this had something to do with money. Shut the fuck up. This person has pretty heavy Capricorn, or just like very heavy Saturn, like a Capricorn rising, or you guys have a lot of Capricorn in your synastry or like your composite, like very heavy Capricorn, right? This definitely has something to do with money, because you have the abundance card and then all of this Saturn Capricornian energy. I think this had something to do with a mindset as well. Maybe you were kind of like living in not like a, I don't want to say poverty mindset, but a lack, you know, a lack mindset. Somebody here was definitely living in a lack mindset. And again, I feel like you do have, you know, there are things that you look back on with this person and it's kind of like, oh, that was sweet. But I almost kind of feel like like now you guys are very in different like like tax brackets. I feel like just because like the disruption, the death, I feel like, you know, you guys, you know, it's over, like it's over. And that could have been because something involving money, like a mindset surrounding money. I think somebody here was very much in a lack mindset, and I think the other person was not, you know. And maybe that kind of like led to a third party thing, I don't know. But I definitely don't feel like you're actively with this person. Definitely not. Like this is definitely not like a relationship that you're in. Like you're definitely not attached to this person anymore. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did, but I do think that it had to do with their lack mindset. I think they were very much in a lack mindset, and I think you weren't, right? Or vice versa, whatever. I think you were not in a lack mindset. And because you guys were on such different waves, they did something that maybe when, put your finances at risk, did something. They did something to you that really, put a knife in this situation. Like it really ended this situation very swiftly and abruptly. In contrary to all of this Saturn energy, I think maybe this was a long time coming. I feel like maybe you were dealing with this person for a long time before the book finally closed. And I think when it finally did end, that bitch ended. Like that, it was over, it was immediate, it was swift. It definitely was not like a long drawn out ending. Even though it took a long time to get there. Like, I feel like this was a situation. Pile 1 got the mother card also. I feel like, is that 6? That is 6. I feel like this was a situation where they were like in such a lack mindset, right? When it comes to money, like they were just like, I'm broke, I don't have anything, whatever. And I think that mindset led them to behaving in a way that went very against you, that went against you and what you stand for in your finances. And now they are very alone, right? Now they are very alone because of what their mindset caused them to do. King, Mother, Femme Fatale, Companion. I do feel I feel like there's definitely may have been a third party thing. I definitely think that this person, went to somebody else, tried to steal from you, tried to, put your finances at risk. They definitely did something very shady. And I think whatever they did, that was ultimately brought to light. And I think maybe they were getting away with this for a long time. They were doing this for a long time, and then, they did something, they made one little mistake, or they did something, or they said something, or whatever. And that was like very much it. Like it was very much over. And now I think they're kind of trying to like pick up the pieces. They're trying to pick up the pieces of, being alone and being without. Now they are actually without. Whereas before it was just a mindset, but now it's more reality because their mindset made it their reality. And I think the way that they feel about you, oh Jesus. I think the way that they feel about you is I think they are still deceitful. I think they are still wanting kind of what they want. I think right now they're contemplating, right? And that's never a good thing. I think they are contemplating. I think they are trying to figure out where they're going to go from here. I think they're trying to figure out what action they need to take in order to get what they need that they lost with you. And so I think they're kind of trying to figure things out right now. And I don't know. I mean, I think this person does have a vaguely I think this person does have kind of a sneaky vibe to them. And I think once they do, as of right now, right? As of right now, I think they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, where they're going to go, what action they're going to take, right? So their action is kind of a non-action, right? Their action is very much more mental. Again, mindset. I think they are trying to figure out what they need to do to get what they want, whether that be, kind of coming towards you in a vindictive, aggressive way, or if that means getting their supply from somebody else. I'm unsure. I think they're unsure, and I think they're trying to figure it out. What's your advice? I think you are very much in the process of ending this, right? I think you are very much over. Shut the fuck up. I think you are very much over this person and, their behavior, their action, their mindset, what they've done. I think you are trying to find victory within yourself. And if you are not doing that, then that is what I think you should be doing. That is your advice, right? I think, if you because we do have a couple here, it could be that you guys were at one point together or whatever, like maybe this is you and a new person, I don't know, but at least with this energy, I think you are in the process of disconnecting from this person. You are in the process of, ending, divorcing, separating finances, separating the friend group, releasing this person from duty, right? Taking them off your caseload, whatever. Like, I think you're very much in the process of ending that. And I think that's your advice, right? Your advice is to continue to end this, continue to work on yourself. I think this did cause you some mental distress. I do think that this was kind of, the ending was very sudden and abrupt and annoying. I think it's more like of an irritation than anything else. But your advice is to end this, right? Continue to move forward, continue to end this, continue to speak, continue to set boundaries, with the King and Queen of Swords here. I think you are working towards victory. And I think that is what you should continue to do. I don't think you should pay this person a lot of mind. This person is going to do what they're going to do. And I think that is irrelevant to you on your journey, because I think now you are wiser and older, and this person is no longer relevant to you. So keep moving forward. Try not to, think too much about, oh, what's this person gonna do? Like, what's their next? Are they gonna? Try not to think about that. Try to focus on yourself, and your other half. Whatever that's gonna be for you, whether that be family or a relationship or a kid, whatever. So that's what I have for you, Pod 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.